Welcome to another Minecraft video. So I'm going to have to talk a little quieter in this one, but I've done a little bit of progression in the meantime. We have a lot of iron. So yeah, I moved this back. For whatever reason I didn't move these back, but yeah. And you'll notice I moved this back 2 things. I now have a bed, finally. I farmed up cotton plants until I got them with my watering can, and that was how I was able to do that. No, it's the other way around. I'm just keeping this here because, you know, whenever I get clay, it's nice to have. And so, for the Tinker's Construct, which we are about to do, we need a ball of moss. Now, I got the mossy cobblestone from combining wheat, water, and cobblestone. So, yeah. This hedge block hasn't grown another thing yet. But yeah, I now have a nice little food supply. My second apple tree grew, but sadly, my other one got blown up by a creeper. The leaves weren't damaged too badly, but the wood did, so I'm probably going to have to chop it down unless I want a completely floating tree, which I don't really. But you'll see, you know, they grow up to 3 high and then they just kind of stop. Yeah, so, and I could use those as kind of like transplants and just break off those, and then, yeah. And then so this is my sugarcane farm right here, which is for paper, for Tinker's Construct and other things later on. And then I have my wheat farm, which I use to get the wheat for the mossy cobblestone. Yes, I got a seed from that. And then here's my just small cotton farm, which I just sat before recording and grew with the watering can. So that was like a little bit before the recording, and I just sat there. So I was able to get a bed through that. Yeah. You know, if I could actually craft the iron, that'd be great. And now you may have glimpsed it in the chest. So this is my next goal. So these pieces of power armor are pretty good, and they do require something called a tinker table. Yeah, there it is. I made this off camera and all this stuff off camera. So these are the recipes. So it's very simple. And the wire is just copper and silver. And so that's how those are made. And then this requires some electrum. And this, you know, it's just the crafting recipes. And then this requires electrum, emerald, which I actually found because I used the mining turtle and it found those. It found 2 of them. So it didn't really found them. I'm not saying it mined them, because a lot of the times when you're using the mining turtle, it doesn't get a load of resources, but just on the walls of the thing, like I was able to find like 21 diamonds, which is a lot. Yeah, and so this is just silver and redstone. No, I didn't mean to hit that. And then this is steel, which is manganese and iron. I needed one of each of those ores, just some regular glass. There's like 50 different types of glass, but regular glass works fine. And then 1 gold ingot in the middle, and that creates the machine frame which you use to make this. And it actually doesn't require too much. It doesn't require a lot of space, so I'm just going to place it there. And now this, each of these, it's modular. So if I were to put it on right now, I don't think it would give me much armor at all. Literally no armor. You can customize the looks as well. So visually, so you can change this, I think you can even change the armor type. Did not mean to do that. But, yeah. So you can actually make the thing completely invisible as well. And it's like a power gauntlet, which doesn't do much right now, but you can make it like shoot stuff, and you can make it mine really fast. So that's my goal, because you can have like a jetpack even. But that's not really gonna be easy to do just because of the sheer amount of stuff. So one of the things I really want to get right now is, I want to just max out because this is like, it uses energy, so I think you can charge them, but it says E for equipped. If I were to remove my hand from that, it would no longer have the E. If you saw it next to the boots in green, there was a little E. But so you can have these energy things. So all of these are different things. So really, these are very heavy, and there are like weight limits and such. And if you do that too much, then it's not a. If you can max out the weight, and then it doesn't work anymore. So you can take off modules, but you lose a little bit. See, you can do these with wool and servo motors, and things. So you can get kinetic generators. That's one of the generators I want. Another one, along with the glider, which is glider wings, which is not exactly cheap. But the thermal generator, which is basically if you're on fire or if you're near lava or fire, it generates electricity for you. And then the solar generator, the high efficiency would of course be better, but it's not exactly going to be easy. So if you just look up modular, or just not even modular, just power suits, because it's Machine Muse's modular power suits, and that's the name of it. That's the name of the mod. So if you look at these, I don't even think, yeah, there they are. So the solar panels, not cheap. First off, lapis lazuli is not easy to find at all. You can make like lapis lazuli seeds in magical crops, which is probably the way I'll go through it. But those are not easy either. Fused quartz or hardened glass and electrum. Electrum's not hard, but the fused quartz is of course alloy smelter, and hardened glass is induction smelter, and it's obsidian dust and lead ingots. Not easy. And then of course control circuits, which you need for everything, requires glowstone. So we have to go to the nether to do that. And then HV capacitor, wiring not too hard. Red center energy cell, which is full. You need a fluid transposer with a lot of destabilized redstone. You also need fused quartz or hardened glass, electrum, and a diamond. And then if you want to lessen the weight of things, you need this microfiber gel, which requires 3 magma cream and 4 water buckets. You also need carbon microfibers, which are raw carbons, which are smelted blocks of coal. So not easy to get in the slightest, and for those to have any effect, it is mechanical assistance. Nowhere else but nowhere else but on the chest plate, but it requires 4 of those. So you need 16 of the carbon fibers, 16 carbon myofibers, and then myofiber gel. So you need 16 of those and 4 of those. So it's not going to be easy to get that. Also the glider wings, which is another thing I really want. You need a solenoid, which is wire and iron, so that's not too hard to get. But the fused quartz is. So really the whole point of this journey to the nether, which is what we are going to be doing today, is just so that we can actually get some progress on these. And I'm not even going to wear it until I can actually do something with it. So we're going into the nether, but we're going with a specific set of stuff. So first off, we need just the tool binding, which we shall make out of paper. Paper tool binding, there we go. Put that back there. Back here. Then we are also going to want the pickaxe head cast and the tool rod cast. So that there, where is my alumite? There it is. Barely even a sliver compared to the amount of iron I have. So we're going to want this. Then we're going to want this out of alumite. Then we can go back to casting iron. We have one more alumite ingot, but I don't want to use that just yet. So we're just going to continue casting out all of this iron, which is great to have. So then we go into this, and we go click on the pickaxe icon, and then its head, tool rod, paper binding. There you go. Reinforced 2, alumite, 714 durability, effective durability of 856 because the reinforced status. It can mine up to cobalt, and mining speed of 8, and then it has 4 modifiers remaining. So it normally would have had 3, but I have the paper tool binding, and then so you can make it mossy, which gives it a bit of auto repair. And I'm not going to do too much else with it, for now at least, because I really want to put on some lapis, but I also want that for the solar generators. Yeah. So, and then the basic plating for like the thermal generators is not hard. Forget exactly what I needed. Oh yeah, I needed servo motors for that. Servo motors are just 2 wiring, 2 solenoids, and a pneumatic servo. That's not hard. So I could get the thermal, or sorry, not the thermal, but the kinetic generator. So I want to see, there is a blade shooter. No, weapons, there you go. Blade launcher, medium voltage capacitor, and a servo motor. I would also want the drill, which increases the pickaxe. So I could get a pickaxe on this. I could get a drill upgrade with this, and then I could also get the blade launcher without too much difficulty. Wait, what is the require? A little bit of difficulty for that, but I could get all 3 of those things without an inordinate amount of difficulty. So that's not going to be hard, but some of the more advanced things like power shields, jetpacks, those are just so out of league with my current abilities. So let's sleep at first. Let's first sleep. And then, I haven't been to the Nether before. I haven't even constructed the portal yet. But I'm gonna want tons of food. Absolutely massive amounts of food. So we have a lot of food now. Want some more apples just because, you know, they're apples and they're, you know, they're a little bit better than berries. Berries are common and frequent, but apples give four times the amount. I'm saving the wheat for utility uses, not food uses, because I have plenty of food otherwise. So I don't need that right now. Now I'm gonna have to take a water bucket just to get the final 2 pieces of obsidian. Or, wait, don't I have my robot? Oh yeah, I put my robot, so yeah, so I did some tunnel mining off camera with my robot. So this is kind of like an update video for the little bit of stuff that I did off camera, which, I mean, it wasn't much, it was just mining and farming. Yeah, I mean, most things that happened is I found some diamond, a creeper blew up some of the farm that I hadn't even showed you guys. So yeah, nothing really much happened, except I found a cave. So, at first I wasn't using the underground view to find a cave, and like literally 2 blocks away from this cave, this was a wall right here, 2 blocks thick, just mines through. I wasn't even looking for a cave, and it found one, just a basic cave with some water in it. Then we can get our obsidian here. So redstone gives haste on pickaxes, and which is basically efficiency, and then lapis lazuli gives fortune or looting if you have a. So basically, redstone is more speed. So if that's a sword, a bow, which you can get bows in Tinker's Construct, if it's a sword, a bow, a pickaxe, it just makes it do whatever it does faster. And if it's a oh goody, oil that's on fire. This is never good, especially considering the fact that my robot is on the other side of this. I need to stop the oil before it rages into a complete just complete and total No, you don't get to be a huge, gigantic fire. No, you don't. And I'm using a pickaxe for this because it has auto repair. So, the auto repair is not fast, but contrary to popular belief, it doesn't have to be in the sun to work, it just automatically does it. So, I think people get that misconception because of the fact that it is moss and plants supposedly grow only during the day, which they don't, but they can, and they do grow during the day. It's just plants are thought to be like day things. They just kind of inadvertently represent day through photosynthesis. So, okay, there's my bot right there. I've been fighting through this raging fire, and these fires, they can last for basically forever, and it's not exactly fun when that happens. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna get my bot out and get out of here, because like I saw a cave on the minimap and I tried to find it. I was not expecting it to be an on fire, literally on fire source of just oil. Is nice because you can use that later on for some things, but the fact that it's on fire is just not exactly nice. So yeah, that fire's not going out anytime soon. I might be able to I might be able to put it out with some water, hopefully, but I don't honestly think so, because it just spreads so rapidly and just so much. And of course, water goes below oil. I mean, they added in that physics, I believe they did. So I don't think that'll be a way of curing the fire. I mean, really, the best way would just be to block up any non-source block of oil and then just go from there, but it's highly doubtful that I would actually be able to completely eliminate the fire. But yeah, I mean, found some diamonds down there. I mean, wasn't what I was expecting in terms of other things, but should take some torches and some wood with me. I know there is bloodwood down there, but I want to just be prepared. So I'm just gonna stow away all this. Gonna keep some of the cobblestone on me, but yeah, got my flint and steel. Might as well make, you know what, I'm gonna make a diamond sword. I mean, I know I can make better. I could probably make an alumite long sword and just do that, but is that really what I want to do? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So using my last ingot of alumite, I'll make a pickaxe, or sorry, not a pickaxe head, a sword blade cast, and a... have I seriously not tried to cast a tool rod? Oh no, there's my tool rod cast. It's already in there, so pour you out. Get another block of iron, because, you know, we can. Sword blade cast, go. Get the sword blade. Let's see, I need one piece of paper. Piece of paper, yes, okay. And of course I didn't get what I also needed, the handguard pattern, there we go. This one is the one that makes the longsword, which is basically my new I used to like the rapier just because it goes through armor, and that's nice, but the longsword has the jump ability, and not all mobs are armored. The rapier doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so I would add moss to it, but there's really not much time, so I'll just leave like this. It does plus 7 attack damage, so same as, I think it does a little more, maybe, but yeah. Why did I throw it in the chest? Whoops. So yeah. It does more than the quartz sword. Yeah. So I will probably just make the nether portal down here, because things can actually spawn from the nether portal. Oh. Oh yeah, this is the cave, so I don't want to mine this way. I should probably mine this way. And some iron. Yay. Didn't really need it, but better more iron than less iron. So I'll just make it in here then. Dig out the necessary parts. Put that in. Get some more copper, of course. Block that off, but I shall actually leave the other side of the portal open just in case when I get back it spawns me on the other side, which sometimes happens. So I'll just have this little room for the portal. I don't want to make it too big because of course things can spawn. Even though I do have the torch, things can go through the nether portal and then it's just not fun. So yeah. I mean, even in vanilla Minecraft, pigmen can just walk through the portal. And sometimes they even just randomly spawn from the portal. It's actually a thing in vanilla Minecraft that actually some people exploit and make gold farms from. So they get, like, max size, like, 20 by 20 nether portals. And, like, set up, like, a water trench, and then they farm a bit of gold. It's not really that effective, but it's free gold still, so. And then, I mean, most people do that just until they go above the nether and make the farm there, because that's always better, of course. And hopefully my game doesn't crash. Sometimes it crashes going to or from the nether, and then you guys will just be left with a blank screen, but it doesn't seem to have crashed just yet. Of course, it'll take a little while to load up. Starting off with some ores, that's nice. Not in a closed area, which I would definitely prefer. Just because ghasts can and will indeed fireball your portal, and then you're just left without a portal. So. Good, I thought I was running out of... Oh no. No, 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 no. You can probably tell that I don't like that guy. You know, just casually making a portal, and then the nether dragon. That is actually what that is called. It is indeed a nether dragon. And I forget exactly which mod it's from, but that doesn't really matter right now when it's trying to kill me. Boy, have we lucked out. I mean, not in the lava, but in the fact that they're ardite already. Wow. I was talking more along the lines of, if you look on the mini-map, you'll see that there is indeed a dungeon over there. Now, it's not your average, everyday, nether dungeon, nether fortress. It is in fact a pigman dungeon. So yeah. And I have forgotten that by mining ores in this nether, I have signed my death warrant. Because pigmen actually get mad if you steal their ores. I think if you... Is he destroying blocks? I think he is. Because that lava was not there before. He's dead now. So I got 4 gas tiers, which is huge for Pokemon making. Is that cobalt ore? I can already make manulin. A few minutes into the nether and I can make manulin already. If you don't know, manulin is actually the highest tier ore that you can get in Tinker's Construct. Actually, it's not, I believe Tartarite is better, but it can only be found in the Twilight Forest. So, and ardite, it's made of ardite and I believe it's like Atlas something. Atlaris, I think. Adamantine, so the, Wolverine's claws and all that. And, yeah. Actually, I can look it up now. Tartarite. So molten tartarite can be made in the alloy smeltery. Atlaris, yeah. Atlaris and adamantine at a 1-to-1 ratio makes tartarite, which is more powerful than manulin. But, yeah. It's not much more powerful. And actually, there might be other more powerful things that aren't metallurgy, but this is the I've gotten the highest nether tier ore. So yeah. And probably off camera, I am going to get some machines and just get the fused quartz made. Probably have a nice little RF room set up with just, for whatever reason, I've killed one of these guys before in a mod pack, and you can never pick these up. I don't know why. If you guys have anything to say about that, tell me. But a nitro creeper that's being poisoned. I'll stand back and then kill it. There we go. Are they mad? Good. Because I would die in like a few hits if they were mad. And I run the risk of that when I mine any ore in the nether. I almost read that as adamantium, and I was like, oh, what? I don't think that's in this. I don't think that's in the nether, and it's in the Twilight Forest, and I'm pretty sure it's not in the nether. And I was like, wait, is it really in the nether? But then I was like, alright, oh, not quite. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the nether dragon actually digs out these tunnels, and so you can actually just run along the surface of these tunnels. And yeah, he really likes loops for whatever reason, and so he just flies down these tunnels, and you can just get some easy ore out of it. And the creeper was actually poisoned by Viroxary's ore, which is this green stuff, which I'm actually going to collect because you can make swords out of it, and you can actually make poisonous swords out of it. So I'm really looking for some nether lapis, because nether lapis can be turned into, like, each nether ore can be turned into 4 of its counterpart in the Tinker's Construct Smeltery or through Mechanism. So, so 1 nether iron becomes 4 iron ingots rather than 2. And then just redstone ore becomes 2 nether redstone becomes 2 redstone ore. Same with nether diamonds even. And that is some nether gold, which I cannot resist because I actually need gold. Ooh, a ghast. Take some coal too. And that means the pigmen are mad. And I should have marked down my coordinates for... Also, why did I block myself in here? Yes, I know that the risk of pigmen is very high, but I also run the risk of lava, which flows just as fast as water. So... There. Light it up. And then pigmen shouldn't be able to get me here. Lava still can, but... If lava was behind any one of these ores, I would be basically dead. Another iron ore, nice. You can actually find something called pig iron ore, and that actually gives you another pig iron actually gives you steel when you melt it. So yeah, I think I've gotten enough. 13 nether coal, that's gonna be so much coal. I can't melt it, but once I get the mechanism stuff set up, that'll just be so much. And the next pigman I see, I'll have to test whether or not they're mad. You're mad. You are mad. They are mad. And that's not very good for me. Okay, I was trying to see if I could bring up a full thing of the map, comma, and no. Is there a place I can find out where my... Okay, oh, there's my portal. Okay, so if I follow this, there it is. I almost walked into that lava. Are you mad at me? Okay. I appear to be at peace with the natives once again. Not for very long because it's... Okay, glowstone. I need it. That's probably one of the most crucial things. I wish there was a better place to get some, but sadly there is not. And you could tell that those caves were made by the Nether Dragon 1 because I didn't know at first that he could break blocks, but once he did, it became absolutely clear just by the fact that how straight they were, which, like... Oh, the Nether Dragon must have come through here and almost destroyed my portal, but he didn't. But you could tell now that they're made by the Nether Dragon just by how straight they are. Like... This must be the Pigman village, and I believe those guys down there are actually automatically aggro. So, yeah, I'm not sure I really want to go down there now. But let's just do it anyways. How much time have I been recording? Okay, so I'll probably just go down, try to yoink the loot from the top of that hay tower. And then, yeah. I don't know if they're automatically aggro. I'm 90% sure they are. Chandelier red heart canister. Oh, that is so good. The red heart canister is just absolutely amazing. Boom. Now I have an extra heart once it regens. That is a heat scar spider. And that is another heat scar spider. Probably shouldn't be in this area for very much longer. Again, I'm so tempted to get some glowstone, but it's so risky. Even going down near there is risky because there's lava, and I'm pretty sure they have archers. So, yeah. Again, don't know that for a fact, but... it's a fire bat. So annoying. Okay. You're friendly. And this is the reason why I like the long sword, is just because you can do like a little hop. So if I was in danger, I could go like... hoppity hop. It can save you from a bit of fall damage, but not a lot. So don't try to use it to get out of some fire damage, some damage just because it really won't work so well for you. You can find some ash clouds down here. I know those have a use somewhere, but I don't remember exactly what the use is. I'm trying to look for some easier glowstone than that glowstone. I have to watch the nitro creeper in case it sneaks up on me. Okay. And I'm not really too scared of the heat scar spiders, even though they have so much health. It's more the fact that they split into like 5 mini spiders when you do in fact do that, so... Am I all out of cobblestone? I seem to be. I don't like that sound. So I'm gonna go home, and that'll be the episode. Well, that was not nice. But we'll go back home. We're actually carrying a lot of good gear. I didn't realize how good the gear was that we have. Those yellow hearts can only be obtained by fighting bosses, like the Nether Dragon that we killed. So, yeah. And then, of course, like 4 stacks of XP bottles, which can be used for more than XP in this mod pack. Yeah. So, I'm not going to be messing with those very much. But yeah, that place, I have looted one of those places before, and they are immensely OP. And of course, this is one of the glitches that you get when coming from the Nether. But yeah. But I cannot believe, like, we will be able to get Manulum, which is absolutely huge. Like, we got 3 of each of these. Wow. And we can pull out like 7 more blocks of iron. I mean, I didn't get quite what I was going for. I'll probably get that off camera with some more cobblestone, but I got so much good stuff, like the gas tier. I also brought the force wrench along. Don't want to do that. I'll actually hang a chandelier in here, and I do believe that chandeliers, if I look at them, chandelier. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah. Chandelier. Okay. Chandelier. I put an A instead of an E there. Does it not? Recipe. There you go. It takes a diamond to create. 4 torches, a diamond, and 2 gold. Everyone to. In addition, it will prevent mobs from spawning within 16 blocks, regardless of whether there is a clear line of sight to the chandelier. So, yeah. That is rather nice, because I can have them, and I can put... you can't place them down on blocks, but I can just place them there, and boom. This area is secure. You know? And I can place one, like... probably not going to place one this far up, but, you know. And it's more mobs that actually come from this way that are the problem. So, I can just put one in, like, here. And is that like a radius? Within 16 blocks. I don't know if that's a radius or a diameter or something, but now my base is not completely secure, but it's pretty secure considering the fact that I have chandelier inside it and 2 chandeliers outside of it. So yeah, so you have that Manulum, 6 ingots. That is huge. I mean, you can do more with more ingots, of course, but that is just massive for if I wanted to create a Manulum longsword. Let's just look at Manulum. It's spelled Manulum. I actually had caps lock on there. Mania. Oh, it's with a Manulum with double L's. Okay. If we just look at solid Manulum longsword, only +8 attack damage. I mean, but look at the durability on that. Like, if I just look at longswords, I mean, there's probably something that does more damage that's not Tartarite. Longsword, not longsword. Long sword. And if you look, I mean, of course, wooden. I mean, it doesn't really do that much. But if we go down here, or a chalcum, doesn't really. I mean, it does a fair amount of damage. It has a lot of durability. I'm looking for something with more than +8 attack damage. Laris, so Tartarite will probably be better. But that's one of the things. Okay, so adamantine also, I mean, pretty good. Those are both part of Tartarite. Sanguinite, which also has Wither 1. How do you make Sanguinite? Sanguinite. It must be pretty good. You can make armor and regular tools out of it. So sanguinite ingots are made. You can find. Oh, there's sanguinite ore apparently. So it's It must be a nether ore then. Yeah. It must be another, yeah, sanguinite ore. So, if I find sanguinite, that would be huge, but that is not very likely. But that's it for this episode. Yes, I know that you can make like an advanced tool station with blocks. That'll be like off-camera thing, but next episode, I'll have gotten the glowstone. I'll have made a room for my electricity things. So that'll be it for this episode, and goodbye.